This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Wednesday, the 30th day of May in the year 2018. Here's what we're tracking tonight. 1 week ago, prison officers Cleveland Ross and Abdul Parmasiu were in charge of overlooking and keeping an eye on prisoners. Today, they found themselves chained to the feet and handcuffed as they were remanded to jail after being charged with possession of marijuana for the purpose of trafficking. The two appeared in court today just days after they were busted in a vehicle with just over a pound of compressed marijuana. The attorney for the two men told the court that his clients were never actually found with the marijuana, but rather it was in the vehicle that they were in along with other people. But the police prosecutor objected to bail and told the court that the marijuana was found in the possession of the two men. He said one of the men even admitted during questioning by investigators that he had been paid money by a private citizen to take the marijuana into the jailhouse. The magistrate refused bail after listening to the arguments and ordered the men back in court on the 8th of June when the matter will continue. In a release over the weekend, the Guyana Prison Service stated that it received information that the two prison officers were seen collecting a bag from someone at the Georgetown hospital where they were stationed. The prison service called in the police and launched an operation which tracked the two men down in a vehicle. A search was carried out and the two packages of marijuana were found in their possession. The two prison officers were immediately arrested and charged. In the world of business, the Ministry of Business and the Guyana Office for Investment are joining forces with the Caribbean Export Development Agency and private sector agencies in Guyana to host the first Guyana Trade and Investment Exhibition. The event is geared to be a business-to-business interface, with new investors and markets for Guyanese products and companies being sought. It will take place at the Marriott Hotel from the 19th to the 22nd of September. Speaking to News Source just after the launching this morning, Minister of Business Dominique Gaskin pointed out that Guyana is not a replacement for Guyexpo, since that event will continue. He said, however, that while Guyexpo has had its successes when it comes to more interaction between companies and investment opportunities, it was felt that a need existed for an event that targets that area.
So we see this as major. Of course, it depends on attracting the right buyers, and that relies on early registration of the exporters, so that we know which sectors they're in, so that we can bring buyers who are relevant to what they are producing or what they have to offer.
The event will also focus on promoting packaged local investment opportunities, preparing and promoting export-ready firms to export markets, and highlighting Guyana as a destination to do business. Several companies have already signed on to be part of the event. Among the agencies offering support are the Small Business Bureau, the Guyana Tourism Authority, the Private Sector Commission, the Guyana Manufacturing and Services Association, and Caribbean Export Development Agency, along with the Office for Investment. The organizers are encouraging interested persons and companies to visit the website for the event, www.guytygy.com. Still in the world of business, U.S. carrier American Airlines is set to begin its operations to Guyana as early as November. The airline was originally looking for a December start date. The carrier has filed all of its documents with local aviation officials, and everything appears set for a November launch. That's according to the Director General of the Guyana Civil Aviation Authority, Egbert Field.
We are happy to have them here to come in, but there's a standard that the authority stands on, and that is the professional standard of informing and advising the authority before making declarations or selling tickets. Notwithstanding that, though, we're happy to have American Airlines. I had a discussion with the chief of the international agency or international department, and he did apologize for that slip of selling tickets before speaking to us. But I said that is now water under the bridge.
Initially, American Airlines will be flying the Miami-Georgetown route with other connections out of Miami. The airline has indicated that it will also examine other routes for the Guyana market once its operations begin. American Airlines is one of the largest U.S. airlines, and its entry into the Guyana market has been welcomed by the government and others in the aviation sector. Canadian company Guyana Goldfields is fighting back this evening against attacks and claims that it has not been plugging enough into the Guyanese economy since setting up operations here. In a statement, the company lambasted the attacks as a vicious political campaign against its operations. The company, which operates the Aurora gold mines, in its statement revealed that since the start of its operations in January of 2015, it has paid over $168.7 billion to the Guyana Revenue Authority. According to the company, it has also paid over $119 million to the Guyana Police Force and a further $173 million to the Guyana Civil Aviation Authority. Its total income tax pay-as-you-earn for employees for the period January 1, 2016 to April 30 of this year was just over 1.2 billion Guyana dollars. The national insurance scheme for the same period has been paid $417.1 million. In the statement, Guyana Goldfields also revealed that since its operation started in Guyana 3.5 years ago, it has donated more than $20 million to various community projects, and the local aviation sector has benefited from more than $1 billion in payments for their services. Still with local content, the company revealed that over the past 3 years, local suppliers have been paid in excess of $30 billion for various products and services supplied to the company. The company fired off in the Kaitro News what it called the vicious attacks, and also noted that of its 816 employees, 756 are Guyanese. With regard to concessions, Guyana Goldfields reminded that before it poured its first bar of gold, it invested more than $1.6 billion into the operations of the company, and has even been maintaining the road leading to the mines at a cost of close to $1 billion. The company is currently expanding its operations, and when that is done, additional employment will be made available to locals. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting.